Bam! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Devonius Domain Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of figures I have gotten recently that I have not opened that I wanted to do reviews for. But life gets busy, figures start stacking up. I wanted to do reviews on these, so I just wasn't opening them, and before I knew it, getting busier and busier. End up with a whole stockpile full of figures you want to open and review and show off. So I've got a whole bunch of these figures that I'm planning on showing. Just going to be kind of going through each one of them in quick succession. I'm going to aim for. I do love talking about toys. I do love showing off toys. Talking about what I like about them. That's kind of why I got this channel. I love sharing backstories, whatever, with you, the audience, But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, going through some of these figures. So let's get going. Let's see what the first figure is going to be. So the first one that I wanted to talk about here was the new NECA The Howling Ultimate Werewolf action figure. Imagine your worst fear a reality. The Howling is fantastic. Werewolf creature feature from the 80s. It's awesome. Look at this box. This thing is a juggernaut. This thing is huge. It is just so big, man. If you get this in hand yet, you know what I mean. It's big. Top of the packaging. Back of the packaging here. Wow, look at that. That is awesome. Everything included here. You open this up. Look at that side profile. They got the fog machine on the dude. Here he is inside of the packaging. Looks fantastic. Let's get him out of there. So looking at this figure, articulation is pretty good. It's got some great paints on it. Very, very cool design. I like this a lot more than the Syndicate Collectibles one looked. I mean, granted, I haven't really messed around with the Syndicate Collectibles one, but I did hold out for the NECA one. It just looks fantastic. It's really what I envision when I see the Howling Werewolves. So I really like this one. It's just great. It's got these great details here on the nails of the figure. It's got the brown plastic with the white wash over some of it to make it look dirty, and then we've got the kind of whiter wash here on the chest. Just looks awesome. The nails, again, look fantastic. I wish there was some kind of dirtier wash here on the teeth to kind of get more of the indentions of the teeth, of the growling grimace, of the howling werewolf. These longer grasping hands, this head that we saw before, this screaming non-bloody head, another long hand, and the fat hands that they come with. So we got Hordak and Grizzlor from the Sketchbook series, inspired by original concept art. And we've got Cyclone, also from the Sketchbook series. I got both these guys. I paid full price for this guy. Got this guy on clearance for $8.99. Both of them, Hordak and Grizzlor, inspired by original concept art. I kind of thought at first that I don't need this because, oh, well, that's just going to be a whole other collection of Motu guys. They don't necessarily, in my mind, blend in with the other guys, so, why would I get them? But then I'm like, okay, but I really like this, so I'm probably going to end up still buying other concept collection figures, so I kind of talked myself into that, and plus, I like all these designs. They're super cool, and they're different enough, obviously, especially when looking at these two. They're different enough to where they're not exactly the same as the final versions of the character. Like you're looking at this Grizzlor, and you're telling me it looks the same as that Grizzlor? I don't know about that. But that's what's cool about it. That's what's fun about it. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting these guys out. Looking at the packaging here we got on the sides. There's Hordak. Very cool. Very different from what we ended up getting. And there's Grizzlor with the tusks and his claws out. That's fucking menacing, man. What a badass. Looks totally cool. Back here features this really cool art. Inspired by original concept art. That is just super cool. I think he's there fighting Vicron. That's awesome. And then we've got Cyclone here. This just looks like a sci-fi robot, man. He just looks awesome. There on the side of the packaging. Looking super cool. There's the art there. This looks like concept art for Too Bad, which honestly, that is so fucking weird looking. I want that. I kind of want that. That's so weird. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So much cool art here. I almost wish all this was colored in so you could actually see everything that was happening, you know, in more color. Because I've always loved the colorful packaging. That's one thing I kind of don't like about this packaging. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, oh, sketchbook. Oh, sketch. You know, it's unfinished, so it's not colored. But, like, I don't know. I just kind of wish I could see all the art colored in. But, okay, let's look at the figures, man. That's why we're here, to look at the figures. Let's look at the figures. So, getting them all out of their packaging. Hordak looks awesome. He's got this, like, little thing here on his thigh. It's like his thigh armor. It keeps popping off. Kind of annoying. But then also he's got these, like, robo-cleat feet, which I just think is insane. That's like gotta be a new mold or something. Look at the spike on the back. That's awesome. And then he's got the Terraclaw Skeletor claw arm extensions, which I think is really, really cool. Kind of suits a character like this, you know. The mold inside, I believe those are new hands. I haven't owned a figure with those kinds of hands on the mold, but these are Grizzlor's arms, and I believe it's chest, so it shares a lot with the original Grizzlor body, and that head is just fantastic. Look at the mullet coming down with the tusks. This like little metal jaw bracket thing. That is insane. They were cooking some crazy shit, and look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. This is the eyes of a maniac. This Grizzlor would have done anything to help the Horde. I'm telling you. We've got Hordak. This is crazy because this kind of looks like a bootleg or something. Just you got these new molds here for like the calves and the knee pads because it's just such a weird looking design. And then we've got this also added on here with the classic Hordak arm cannon. We've got this awesome new vest with the spikes, and this kind of looks like Billy Idol if he was part of the Horde, man. Like, I don't know. Like with the fingerless gloves. Come on, man. You know, mo, mo, mo. Yeah, we got Billy Idol Hordak here. Pretty awesome. Like, I really like this design here on the back. It just does kind of look like a bootleg. It's funny, because, like, looking at this thing, you're like, yeah, this is like a bootleg. And it's just funny, because it's like, you know, the uncooked ideas before we got the classic character designs that we've got, you know, like what Hordak ended up becoming, you know, beyond like biker bionic Billy Idol Hordak. But yeah, and then we've got Cyclone here, which is so cool. This looks like a guy that came out of like a Charles Band movie or something, like a full moon feature, like some kind of like sci-fi future Charles Band movie. He looks awesome. It's like a 1950s sci-fi like action guy. I really dig this. It's just insane looking. He's got the horizontal slit visor here, and he's got the cool chest thing here. That is just awesome. A kind of a concept starting with this guy and then finishing with the final version of Cyclone. Just super cool. And it comes with a concept Cyclone head sculpt as well. Very cool. Just awesome. Yeah, I had to get this guy. Just super cool. These figures looked just fantastic. I really, really do like these concept figures a lot, and I am glad that I got these. And I also am glad I didn't pay the full price for the Hordak and Grizzlor sketch concept series figures, because yeah, those are you know, they're cool, but they're not that cool, you know, for that price. But either way, very cool figures to have. So now we also have the Mattel WWE Elite Collection, the Monday Night War WWE versus WCW, the Great Muta from Mattel. I gotta tell you guys, I never thought we were gonna get a figure like this in the Mattel line or anytime soon. I've been waiting 10 years for some good Great Muta figures, as I have told you in some of my other reviews. I am a huge fan of the Great Muta, and I never thought this much at all could happen, and I'm so happy that we are getting some great Muta figures. And this NWO Muta looks fantastic. He looks so weird, kind of creepy, just bizarre looking. Outside of the packaging, Walmart beat the shit out of my box after delaying my Muta figure. There's the side of the box, front of the box. Oh my god, that's an awesome figure. That's an awesome figure right there. Side of the box, nothing really there. Look here on the back, we got some stats with this picture of Muta. That's pretty cool. Some stats right there. Oh man, guys, what a time to be alive! You can create Trillionaire Ted. Awesome, that's great. So we got the Great Muta out here. I mean, what can you say? This is a fantastic figure. He's got the kind of bluish tongue, which I think is a really great touch. It's kind of a difference from red and green. And then we got this open claw hand here with the taped fingers. And then we got the taped fingers on this side. We have this great Muta expression with the great sculpt and the great hair sculpt. Very era accurate. I really like that. This awesome NWO shirt. We got the kanji in silver here on the side. The bottom white boots. And then we've got this moth here with the lightning bolt. I don't know if that's and also in the gauntlets here, I don't know if that is a Japanese symbol of some sort, of some kind of significant meaning, or if it is a Mothra reference. I like to think that's a Mothra reference. Pretty badass. He comes with some extra hands right here. They're just closed versions with the same kind of tape. We have Trillionaire Ted DiBiase's legs here. I'm never gonna finish that guy, so I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase in my collection, so the Trillionaire. But I am glad to add NWO Great Muta to my collection. This guy looks totally awesome, just fantastic, just totally cool. I'm glad to get this guy on my wrestling figure shelf finally. So thanks for checking out the first part of this review video. If you made it this far, really appreciate it. There is a part 2, so I'll see you there. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and Devonius out.